Hello, this is a Formula reporting from Vintage Computer Fair UK, and this is my display. I'm displaying Morphos. So on the right we've got an old Power Mac, 400 MHz running Morphos, and on the left we've got a 1 GHz Mini Mac. I've got some displays at the back which are displaying the supported kind of systems, and a link to my Facebook group. Hi, I'm here with Trevor Dickinson from A-eon at VCF, Great Britain. You alright?
I'm doing well, you?
Good, yeah.
I'm losing my voice already, though.
That's alright. I'll just turn the mic up a little bit. No, you should be fine. So, you enjoying today so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's not as active as I expected.
No, it's not as active as Bletchley Park, which was good last year.
I think it's more to do with location.
Yeah.
And the weather. It's actually nice in the UK today.
A rarity. Yeah.
And the tennis, since we're doing quite well at the tennis at the moment.
Oh yeah, my dad's been watching that as well, so it's been on.
That doesn't help. But what's nice is I've seen a lot of Amigans from other shows already around.
And I've also seen a few Amigans in other places as well, which is quite nice. Interesting. Yeah, it's quite good. So, how did you get started with Amiga?
It's a long story. I suppose it all comes back to when you're younger. And I'm at an age where I missed the microcomputer. Actually, I was fully involved in the microcomputer revolution. But I'd been promoted to a job where I had to control, supervise a bunch of hardware and software engineers. And I knew nothing about computers, which is typical. So I bought myself a Commodore PET.
So the PET was your first computer?
1979, 1980.
Okay.
Commodore PET 4032, and I taught myself basic machine code, all the PET command codes, all that stuff. And so as a PET, started with Commodore.
So you were a Commodore enthusiast then?
Yes, I was,
You got into that.
And then of course I saw international soccer playing on a Commodore 64 in a local computer store. I was living in Aberdeen, Scotland at the time. I thought, I've got to have that machine.
So biggest selling computer of all time.
Exactly, and it sucked me in.
Yeah.
And I sadly sold my Commodore PET because I didn't have the money. And with the money I bought a complete Commodore PET system.
Nice.
With monitor, floppy disk drive.
All branded. Yeah.
All brand new.
What was your first Amiga experience?
Right, I was a little later to Amiga. not much later, but a little later, because I went from Commodore PET to Commodore 128,
Yeah.
and then Commodore 128 to Commodore 128D, and by this time I was living in America, in the States, and the Commodore 128D was blown up in a thunderstorm.
Oh, nice.
So I was actually it was attached to a modem,
Yeah.
so I was online. I wasn't online at the time, but the lightning hit the house, came through the line, and sapped the computer. So with insurance money, I bought a Commodore, an Amiga.
Okay, and
Amiga
was
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
So the 1000s have been out in America
so
for a while.
Yeah, but that was you got to remember the 1000s really weren't out all that big. Because
And they didn't have that much software, did they? So
for 2 years, so in 1988 they brought out the 500, the 2000.
Yeah.
I got my 2088, so I got it as it came out.
Nice.
And so you could say my Amiga affliction is an act of God.
God.
Well, that's what we would say on the insurance policy.
Yeah, that's an act of God, yeah, exactly. True. And maybe he wanted you to upgrade. How about you kind of getting into the Amiga scene as working with Amiga and
Obviously I got an Amiga in 2000,
Yeah.
but when I started my own business in '89, I introduced Amigas to the company. So we used Amigas for desktop publishing, for video work, for all the publicity work, for technical manuals.
Yeah.
So we used that a series of 3000s and 4000s as they became available, all the way through the 90s.
Nice.
So I was,
you kept upgrading them until they...
It was always big box. I was always a big box Amiga.
Nice.
So when people talk about, you could buy an Amiga for, a piece of chewing gum and some string, not in my world, you couldn't. They were expensive machines.
Yeah, it was the same with me because my dad did a lot of art with the machines, and it was always 4000s or 2000s.
And they were not cheap.
Yeah. And I only saw 500s when I went around my friends to play games. It wasn't.
I only I obviously saw 500s. I only have 500s now as a collector.
Yeah.
And I think they're a wonderful machine. I think there's something really special about the 500 case.
I hear you having an epic Amiga collection as well.
Yes, I do. It started. I do a big Commodore and Amiga collection.
Yeah.
So it goes back to the first Kim 1.
Okay, wow.
All the way through to the latest next generation Amigas, Amiga clones, Amiga lookalikes, and anything to do with Amiga.
Okay, are you constantly maintaining them and trying to kind of do them up? Or?
You have to realise you can't.
Yeah.
So what I do is that I have periods of where I want to go and play with, I don't know, Commodore PET, or I want to work on an SX64.
That's it.
Or I want to try out my Plus 4.
You don't want to get too many headaches or anything like that.
So, but to be honest, more and more, I have a couple of classics set up permanently.
Yeah.
They're all set up permanently.
Yeah.
But I have a sort of work area, which I call my den.
Yeah.
Everything else is all rack mounted and connected up.
Nice.
And my work areas where I have my working machines, what I'm currently working on.
Yeah.
So in there I've got obviously Amiga 1000, X1000. I've got Commodore 4000 tower system. Running, it's a multi-booting system, so it runs OS 4, Classic, and obviously...
so that's PowerPC as well.
And it also runs 3.9.
Nice.
Yeah. I've got Mac Mini, Power Mac, PowerBook, an Epica, Pegasus, an A1XE.
I think it's really good that you've got a kind of overall passion for it. It's not just one
Aries
area.
one.
Oh, Aries one as well. So you've even got the
I've even got
emulated
one of, Steve Jones's
Amigas, isn't it? Yeah, excellent. Nice.
And I've got Linux boxes as well.
Linux boxes.
And I've got Windows, I'm afraid, sorry. but it's almost like a control area, so that's where they work.
Yeah.
Like sort of ongoing work. What to work on most depends on the day. I still can't get away from Windows.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, I can't.
Same with me with Mac. There's certain things that I still have to.
But I work a lot on the X1000 and less on the AROS machines, mainly because I don't have the time.
Yeah.
But I still like to keep up to date, so I update them when the updates come out. And I'm working more on some of the Morphos machines now, particularly like again, I'm lazy in a way because I use Papa Saw's, what's it, not his complete install.
Pack Ultimate.
Pack Ultimate.
Yeah.
And I just installed this latest one.
Yeah, I'm just downloading that now,
Nice,
actually.
and if you're lazy and you want a fully loaded system, it's great. I wish there was something like that on OS 4.
I've found a kind of steep learning curve going back to new generation Amiga and going back to Morphos and
Well, for me, I didn't find Morphos too difficult because a lot of the things that are in it are really carryovers from the add-ons you put on your Amiga Classic.
Yeah.
So
because I've been away from the scene for ages, and you kind of think, oh, I know how to use Dopus, and then you go back and you're like lost again. So
nothing beats Dopus. I think that's one of the best programs.
No, Dopus is great. I think
even now, you go onto Windows and you think, where's Dopus?
It's so
well,
fast
actually, I
as
haven't
well.
loaded. I actually have purchased directly Opus.
The Windows version, yeah, to replace Windows Explorer.
I use directly Opus.
No, that's quite good, and thank you for the interview.
No problem.
Great to know about your Amiga history.
Okay.
Thanks, Trevor.
No problem at all.
Hi, I'm with Matt Leaman from AmigaKit.co.uk.
Hi. Yeah.
So, Amiga Kit, you kind of took over from iTech?
Yeah, in 2006, iTech had been dormant for a couple of years, and they'd always been a mainstay of the classic Amiga scene. And we had the opportunity to buy the remainder of all this classic stock, so we took that opportunity. And ever since, we've been servicing our classic users.
I personally use Amiga Kit, and I see them as very reliable, and it's good to have such a stable kind of company within the Amiga scene, because it provides a lot of support.
Well, we're very reliant on our customers coming back to us, so we've only got a finite amount of customers. Mm-hmm. It's only a small community, so we're very pleased that
I guess that's split
back.
With Visalia as well, and because they
Visalia,
kind of
they service the German customers. We having said that, we do have a lot of German customers as well, and European customers are main.
And America as well,
and a lot of American customers. About a third of our customer base is based in America.
Is it Big Red or Red? Someone they do an American. I know there's a small kind of hardware.
I don't think sadly in America I don't think there is anything
company
left anymore. Software was the last.
Software Hut, I remember
but
them.
They seem to have closed down now. Their website has gone, so unfortunately.
No, it's good that they're still kind of surviving and going on. And so I bet you've found some very interesting people using Amigas at the moment.
Yes, we've got various some industrial customers who still use Amigas in embedded situations, as well as the usual consumers and
there was that dental company as well that were using Amigas as
I heard that they were using was it Hollywood?
Hollywood, that was it.
But they're not one of our clients. But there are some clients, that use the Amiga for serious use. Yeah. And even in our office, we use classic Amigas. Can you believe it? For printing, packing slips, printing invoices.
Final writer.
Wordsworth. Yeah.
So do you have any new products at the moment, or any kind of new things that you've been introducing?
Yes, we're looking at introducing a new prototype joystick very shortly. That's for the classic Amiga.
Excellent.
And recently we had the Mass Player Evolution that came to market.
I've seen that playing today. That's really good, and it's a new build, isn't it? It's a new design.
It's a new design with a mixer built in, and it doesn't use the old the old floppy ports, it uses the joystick port with for extra power, so it's much better design
And
than
it kind of frees up these
it
ports.
frees up these ports. Yeah.
And I've seen you've had a lot of success with the InDivision.
Yeah, the InDivision has been incredibly popular, especially the 1200 version.
Yeah, because I saw you had to restock, so I guess that was...
Yeah, it was out of... with anything classic Amiga, it does go out of stock quite quickly, because you're looking at small production runs. But with the InDivision, now there's a new production run. It's been selling really fast, and who knows when it's going to...
Great, and I was wondering if you could just tell us what's behind you as well.
Well, these are two prototype boards for the next generation Amiga market.
Yeah.
So these are based on the P5020 processor from Freescale.
Okay.
A easily available chip. Now these are long-term projects, and they're not going to be out tomorrow or next month or whatever. There's going to be a lot of work going into these motherboards.
Okay.
And the flagship product is the X1000 at the moment.
Yeah.
But somewhere down the line, we want to introduce new product. And that's
to the Amiga 1 range.
To the Amiga 1 range, hopefully, and to the next generation Amiga scene. So these will be a very viable product going forward, because the availability of the chips and also you've got good pricing on the P5020. It's not a volatile price, which we suffered with PA Semi on the previous version.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for the interview, Matt. Best luck for the future.
Yes, nice to see you.